사!
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, gun out of bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide.
Hello. Just waiting for everyone to get in. Since you're the first one here, I'd like to ask you how's the sound is. Am I overpowering the music, or is the music overpowering me at the moment? Because I want to get all the sound settings correct before I start. Me or the music? Both? Okay. I can adjust that. How about now? I'm gonna play the intro movie real quick, Tell me how loud it is, just out of curiosity.
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come out of bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
That wasn't too loud, too soft, what? Sounds okay? Alright. So now I just wait. Need a little How's that?
questa voce la vita da fingrani faceva spolvioris dassi
Welcome, Boz. Welcome. Just waiting for people to get in before I start. Tell me how the sound is on your side. Are you able to hear me and the music? I know Twin told me here's on your side. Welcome, Eddie. Welcome. Okay, that's 3 people. Music's a little loud. Eddie, is the music a little loud for you as well? Is overpowering. How is it now? Voice should be louder. Okay. I will adjust the voice then. Okay, how's this? The music is a good volume and my voice is a good volume? That's way better? Okay. Alrighty. I don't know if Cameron will be joining us, so it looks like it'll just be us four. Welcome to the stream, everyone. As y'all all know, this is Fire Emblem Three Houses, my favorite game of all time, and I'm glad y'all are all here to play through with me. I'm gonna let y'all make most of the important decisions, whether it's dialogue or important story element choices. As for how to build the students, I'll worry about that, as well as the grinding and stuff. But as for picking which house will join, or what story decisions, like important ones, I'll let y'all all decide. Just because I think it'll be more fun to interact with all of y'all in this amazing game. So without further ado, let us begin. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing a New Game Plus. I usually do a normal playthrough. I have done hard, and it's kind of challenging. Maddening mode will just probably make me pull my hair out, but I'll let y'all decide normal or hard difficulty for our playthrough. Hard. Okay, we got one hard. One person's hard. Eddie says normal. Okay, Boz, you're gonna be the tiebreaker. Normal or hard? Hard? Alright. Eddie, you got outvoted. I am sorry. Hard it is. We're all going in hard, and then, of course, you cannot play a Fire Emblem game without doing the classic fallen units are lost forever. So, let's keep everyone alive. No, we're not playing online, even though I'm streaming. And here we go. Hard isn't too bad, Eddie. It's maddening mode that's overpowered. Huh? Yeah, the opening scene's really good.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it! Die! Die!
This is Nintendo, everyone.
You took everything that I loved!
Fun for everyone, of all ages.
He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? Oh, I wonder how you got in here.
Before I continue, I will go ahead and say that the entire game is mostly voice acted, which makes the game really easy to watch, so it almost feels like you're watching a movie. And there's an auto advance option, so I will let the auto advance option play through. If that becomes a problem where people miss stuff, I'll cancel it. But I think the auto advance would work out. So here we go.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Alright, next important decision, people. Are we gonna be male or female? I know where everyone's going towards, but I'd still like to see the vote. And yes, this will probably be a slower playthrough, but that's why it's just to enjoy the experience. Nothing too fast-paced for us. Female, female. Alright, well, Boz, you already got outvoted. Sorry about that. We're going with the personalities. Sorry. You got outranked.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
And this is what some of the parts I was telling y'all about, where you'll have to make these decisions. So these will be real quick. So this one, it doesn't matter. You could say, I'm a ghost.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
You'll say, I'm a demon.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
This is like the only one that it really doesn't matter. Like the important choice doesn't matter.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
I'll just keep it as Byleth to make it easy.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Well, we'll pick 3-6 because that's what we're starting to stream on.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Okay, war or young girl? First come, first serve. Who's gonna get it? War? Alright, war it is.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, Just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Another one. First come, first serve. A ride or, of course. These are the simple ones. They don't really heavily impact the game. They're just trying to get you accustomed to you are protagonist.
Hmm? Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I hope I know how to play this game. Number 5. Oh, that's interesting. I never noticed that. The loading screen has a tilt interactive person. Like left, right, left, right. Never noticed that.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
I know that. Alright,
Stay focused.
so now we get to talk to some of the students.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength.
Oh yeah.
Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
So because we talked to everyone, we had to wait, and y'all
I
don't really
will
need
prevail.
to know how this works.
Don't waste my time!
Of course,
Well,
Adelgard's
how was
gonna
that?
show off at the very beginning. Yeah, I don't care. Don't care.
I'll cut through.
Everyone in position. Yeah, Eddie, this theme's probably the most infamous. Well, I get it.
Ready and willing.
And this is probably the most boring tutorial level I've ever
We'll
played.
advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Yes, I have to remember this.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Yes, I know.
fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
Already did that. Okay, so we're gonna have you. Missed. With 83% chance to hit. That is sad.
Now you know your limits.
Should always be optional. It kind of is because the people are literally just standing there. Like, they don't do anything. It's that dumb.
Never underestimate an outsider.
And I also feel like this tutorial is kind of biased because whoever you like the look of or like the character of, you'll want to do with. And the first impressions of, oh man, this person kills these
Each battle, a
mercenaries
chance to grow.
super early, you'll want to pick that person. So it doesn't really help you choose which of the three.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Yes, I know about those. Yeah, so one reason I don't like this tutorial is because, like, one person might get all the kills, because for some reason they decided that if any of these three lords get a kill in the tutorial, it carries over. Even when you don't follow them, that
I'm gonna
lord
kill
get
you where you
XP.
stand.
It's just dumb. So, like, Dimitri right there, he's almost fully leveled up to level 2, and now carry over no matter which route you take. Which makes this part super dumb. Because that means that unless you did prior research and you had a lord you wanted to...
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Yes, thanks, Dad. Unless you actually had a choice of, oh, I wanted to use Claude this round. You would try to get all the early XP on Claude, or if you wanted to do a Edelgard
Sorry,
run,
the
you would try to get all the
victory is
XP
mine.
on them. It's really dumb because this part makes people min-max so hard. Like, to an extreme.
Use caution.
It's really stupid. I, on the other hand, respect myself and try to get all the XP and fight. Actually, right here.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
We must all do our part.
Yeah, we got a lot of stats. And we got an axe. Zawalda!
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
Get ready to start picking more choices.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Alright, first come, first serve. Guys say I love the background music. It's called Spirit of Dias. It's so good. What are you talking about? Alright.
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
A little
That look
slow there,
on your
boss.
face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
Alright. First come, first serve again. No child.
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Alright, last one. These, it's kind of just going to be first come, first serve. It's the choices later on, I'll have to wait for a vote, just because they're actually more important. These don't really matter as much. Just trying to see what y'all like to do. Stop time. Alright.
I do not hear your gratitude. Perhaps I should force you to leave? There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Alright. This is where it's really annoying because it just stops and I have to figure out which one I want to choose. First come, first serve. The delay doesn't help either, because I know there's like a 10-second delay. What?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Alright, final one, and then it should be easier after that. The beginning is always slow. I will say one of these made me laugh when I just saw it, and it's the last choice. It made me laugh the first time I played this game because it felt like Nintendo knew what people would do, and it just made me laugh so much. Yeah, I'll just stay here and wait to die.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
All right.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
First come, first serve. I will say that Nintendo has been getting better with their humor. They've always had funny humor or just like really lame humor, but they've been getting really good at just diving into the memes and understanding what people do these days. So some of these choices are hilarious. Oh yeah, no, Eddie, the voice acting is amazing in this game. Even for like non-named characters, they have good voice acting. Alright. So this one, I'll just go ahead and say that this is correct, because the other two are obviously just meant for memes.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Y'all's choice, and then soon I'll get to see the popularity poll for which lord y'all want. Top choice? Alright, thank you, Eddie.
You haven't heard of the Knights of Saros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Gmkforever Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Alright, everyone. It's not first come, first serve. It's whoever has the most votes, or just who has the most interest so far. So, the Adrestian Empire is Edelgard, the Holy King of Fargus is Dimitri, and the Noble Alliance is towards Claude. So, where do y'all's votes lie? Let me see them. Come on, I'm curious. I know many people's obvious choice, but I'm curious where y'all got. Gotta go with Team Blue. We got one for Dimitri. Eddie with the Dimitri. Alright, Boz and Twin, what do y'all got? No one else wants to vote? Seems like Eddie's the winner. Ah, we got two. Looks like we got the winner for the Noble Knights.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
This ain't a choice, it's just telling you each of them, so. She's a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. Dimitri, he seems quite sincere, but I sense a darkness lurking beneath. And Claude, his easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
Well, then go to rest your
Oh,
mouths,
I may be
Jesus.
sleeping, but
Oh yeah, Eddie, are you ready to see very bad animation? The chaotic one has arrived. Yes, I'm scared. Also, he probably saw himself. I always thought that Alois was Alex. So, Eddie, prepare yourself for giant eyes.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Alright, everyone, prepare for Big Eye Girl. I don't know why I've only seen it in this part.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Her eyes
Like
are
it
huge.
or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Like, good lord.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Welcome to Hogwarts. They're so fucking big. Why is her eyes so huge? Everyone else has normal eyes, but then we're like, boom. Look at that.
the flow of time bring you here?
It's uncanny. It's really weird. Her model is the only one that has that problem. I don't know why.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Oh man, Alex, I understand the pain. All right, first come, first serve. Let y'all decide. Yeah, her eyes are just like ginormous, but like if you look here, her eyes are completely fine. Hey, Cameron, what's up? Everyone is here. Awesome. Yeah, Alex, that's what it looks like. All right. So now that we have more people, the popularity choice will be better. All right. So first come, first serve. Her or you've been here before. Her. All right.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The Archbishop or Lady Rhea. First come, first serve. Eddie, as you could tell, this is one of the reasons why I hate the beginning so much, because a lot of people just get thrown off. Because it's like, oh, I have to make so many choices. Can I just play the game? We'll do Lady Rhea.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Alex, you don't really have to know much. You didn't really miss anything. He was referring to Rhea. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let the chat decide most of the choices. Right now, a lot of these don't really matter, so it's first come, first serve, but later on, when the choices do matter, I'll leave it up to like a popularity vote. So, like for this one, in case it's whichever one y'all want me to pick right now, whoever says it first in the chat, that's the one I'll pick. So, like that.
You must at least show the basic courtesy of telling us your name. Do you not think you are being a bit rude to the Archbishop?
It is all right, Seteth. My dear, I am called Rhea. I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. In truth, I was only being polite. I already know your name, and a fine name it is. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? First come, first serve. I think this is one of the last ones. Yeah, Eddie did does. Cameron is here. He joined an hour later. Mercenary. It's all mercenary.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Cougar alert.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Cougar alert. First, you know what? No, I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna make this one easy.
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Yeah, twin.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Come back, loading bar. There we go. Hey. Still the big eyes. Yeah, no. They're like, hey, this mercenary, by the way, we're going to make you a professor. We know nothing about you, but we're going to make you a professor. No, it's not Bismarck. It's Dorothea.
Of course.
Now I could actually play the game.
Woo!
Alright. Finally, getting into the game. Other than the combat.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Oh, you were talking about the...
May I ask a favor of you?
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Alright, so before I continue, if there's a single part that's going to make the most important choice of this entire game, it's going to be introducing y'all to the students that you'll be teaching. So, not only the lords, but all the students, because some students you can recruit from other classes if you want. I usually like to go pure and just stay with the class that you're dealt with, because that's the easiest. Some people don't care, and like other students are just better at a certain class, so they try to recruit them for it. So, for going for the a specific route, pay attention to the Lord and what class students are in their class. All right. Yes, I know what the minimap is. I will say I love the monastery. It looks great. Yes, I just did that. Thank you. All right, everyone's fan favorite, Edelgard.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes. So first, the Black Eagles.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
So that's Edelgard. Calm down, Alex.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Calm down, Alex. Don't worry.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status. He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire. He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him. She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy. To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
So that was the Black Eagle House. It looks like Cameron likes him. Alex doesn't know any better. So now we'll go to speak with probably the only non-playable character who's actually entertaining.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
This is probably Alex's favorite character, and he'll probably want him on my team the entire game. Too bad you cannot have him, because he's far too powerful.
Yes.
No, Alex. He is the guardian of the monastery. He's on guard duty. All right, next is
Well, scored a
the
teaching
Golden
gig
Deer.
here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
I just know Alex, Eddie. I just know how he thinks.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little. He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it. He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Yes, there's actually 3 big men you can have in this game.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Claude is so entertaining.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
So that was the Golden Deer, and then the last one, other than actually beating the other students, is the Blue Lions.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Here's another big guy.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm. Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Don't be a skirt chaser, man. Stay strong.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
I hate how they pronounce that name. They don't pronounce that name as Mercedes. They pronounce it as Mercedes. Or Mercedes. It's really annoying.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night. Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
No, they weren't black. It was called the Black Eagle's house because the eagle represents the actual house, but they're red because they're supposed to be based off of the Russian Empire.
I appreciate your effort.
And it gives me a sword. Then it'll ask me to return, but that was only the first part. So now we get to meet the students individually, and then if y'all don't mind, I would like to see which house y'all are all voting for ahead of time, out of curiosity. The Adrestian Empire is supposed to be like a Soviet Russia kind of empire. The Fargus, the Holy Kingdom Fargus, is supposed to be like a European one, and then the Lesser Alliance is supposed to be based off like Arabian knights. Keep the red from the blue and the yellow. Really, Alex? Really? So, if y'all already have a preference on who y'all want to join, y'all can go ahead and just place them into the chat. But for right now, I'm just going to introduce you to the students that will be working for each house.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Yeah, Claude's pretty chill, Alex. You might really like it. Cameron's going for...
Well now, you don't have a familiar face. What brings you here?
Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the Academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible.
The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the Academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Thank you.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Oh yeah, no, Eddie. There's a lot of great characters in this game. No, he is one of them. He's one of the people that everyone likes, Lindhart, because he just doesn't give a shit about anyone.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
All right, now we get to see the Blue Lion students.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Uh-oh.
Well, well, it must be my lucky day today, being approached by such a beauty. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Thank you.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Also, Twin, I know you're a huge fan of Joan of Arc, or Joan of Arc, however you want to pronounce it. Ingrid right here is based off of Joan of Arc.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Well, we got one more house, Eddie, and this is probably the one that Alex wants, so we'll see what happens.
What do you think? The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Alright. I don't like talking to this guy.
Ah, you must be that renowned mercenary. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a cup of tea sometime. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
No worries, Eddie.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
There's your other big guy, Alex. Not to worry. We're part of the yellow.
Hi. So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
What do you think?
No worries, Eddie. I understand.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Alright. Before I press this, they're going to pretty much ask which house do you want to choose now. So now that we've talked to all the students, now is a good time to see. It looks like we have one for vote for everyone. So we got Alex is going for the Leicester Alliance. We got Cameron going for the Black Eagles. And we got Eddie going for the Blue Lions. Twin, do you have a choice? Yeah, no. Raphael is the largest character in the game other than Dedue. Dedue, I think, is bigger, but like Raphael is stockier.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
All right. So we got okay. So let's see it again. So Cameron, you voted for Black Eagles. Boz, you got to decide, is it blue or any? Alex is trying to stick with the Leicester Alliance. At least Booze has another big boy. Are you going with blue, Alex? I don't know anything about. Well, that's the mystery. They told you enough for you to get a first impression, but for you to decide who you want to journey with. This is like the single most important decision in the entire game. But she don't want yellow. Okay. So final call. So we got the Blue Lions for yellow, but it's a tie. I'll back blue. Okay. Well, it looks like it's the Blue Lions as the winner. Okay, so we have 2. We actually have 2 for the Black Eagles, 2 for the Blue Lions, 1 for the Leicester Alliance. Alex, are you picking the Blue Lions? Because it's a 2-2 tie right now. Just making sure this is the final choice for everyone, because this will be the playthrough that we'll do. The Blue Lions. Sure, blue. All right.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No! I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
I don't mind if you treat me as a friend.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
I forget if it gets me straight into the game or not. I think it just puts you at the beginning. Alright, well, Eddie did tell me that streaming for 2 hours is probably recommended, and it has been almost 2 hours, though everyone did join late, so I'm curious if I should stream another hour. But that's up to y'all. I don't know what everyone's schedule is, and I know tomorrow is Monday.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh, and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding.
Continue another hour? All right.
For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Okay, I'm down to hang out. You do you, bro. Well, Cameron, I was just trying to make sure that everyone else was okay. I didn't want to keep everyone awake. Or just stream and then no one's there. That'd be a streamer's worst nightmare. Alright. First choice or second choice? I'll let y'all decide.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Nerd.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Yes, I know. I only got one choice, so it doesn't matter. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but it must have been magic things. Alright. Ready for Talking Simulator 2.0? We can actually move and do stuff. It's great.
Okay.
So normally this is just your preparation stage. You just like talk to all the students. But I'll let y'all decide. Normally I talk to all the students and all the professors before continuing on each day. Some people, they only like to talk to the people of their class. So whichever is more preferable for y'all. I'm just going to be doing the regular stuff that is supposed to be done.
Professor?
So I'll let y'all decide whether we do the full roster of talking, which I know is a waste of time, or just talk to our class and try to get improvements. talk to everyone.
That's
It's not the worst thing to do, Cameron. Like, you get to learn stuff about everyone, and then there's a possible chance. Well, Alex, the main reason why you could, sometimes it's better to talk to other people is because, well, I'm about to get to that, Alex. If you talk to some people from the other class, you get to possibly recruit them. So let's see if I can show you. So normally this would be the class that you have, like just these people. But you can recruit other people. So let's see. So most of the students that you see, everyone that you see right here, has a possible chance of recruiting. The only ones that you don't get a chance to recruit, as you could see, are the lords from the other houses. So you cannot recruit Edelgard and you cannot recruit Claude, but almost everyone else you can recruit to your class. So that's why some people would like to talk to everyone, but also it's just world building. Other people, they don't want the game to drag on, so they're like, okay, talking to this guy, since he's not part of my house, there's no point. I'll just talk to the normal people like usual and do my daily stuff and then continue with the game. Almost like speedrunning the game. Like, you could almost speedrun this game in about 2 hours, I think. It's not a long game, but it gets longer for the story development. So it seems like y'all would like for me to talk to everyone. So let me just get all the court and shit done, because I know that whenever you discover a new area or something, you have to do that. It'll like, oh yeah, look, here's a new area. Here's my amiibo there.
Listen.
Boz, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, like I said, I'm probably gonna be streaming this every Sunday. To either 2 to 4 hours. That was what I was thinking of. So the longer the game goes on, probably the better. But also, people like this story. So. Yeah.
Hey there.
So since we're talking to everyone,
Okay.
we get to talk to this guy way up here.
Listen to this.
What? I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Listen to this.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance.
You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Nah. So, my viewers chose.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Waste of time.
Professor!
Yes. I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes. Both students and teachers of the for example, I encourage you to...
This is important.
There are if you the bulletin board gets this, it's helpful.
Thank you.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action. I have a request.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
That's so.
Since this is a slow part, everyone's free to ask questions or talk.
Hey. I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
How was everyone's day so far? Good day? Like, Alex, how was the Joker movie?
I was just heading back to my
Or
room.
not Joker, Batman. It was Batman, right?
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Professor? Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? There's an inn that serves the most amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You simply must come try it with me. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
This guy's been non-stop trying to flirt with me. Oh, you just woke up, Cameron?
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Pretty good, not mind-blowing, but that's good.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I know already. I know. Quit holding my hand. Okay.
My thanks.
Anything else here?
Let's see. I'm a little busy. I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
Screw you too, Cyril.
Maybe. Dear Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Unbelievable.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Seros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Hello there, Professor.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
I'll try out fishing.
Oh.
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Gotta talk to him.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Yeah, English is not her first language. That's why she sounds like that. Some people thought, they're like, wow, you ruined the character. Alright, Gatekeeper, what do you got?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Good old Gatekeeper.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the Knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Yes. I hear a member of House Fresfel, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
This guy sounds like he's about to keel over any second now.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there. In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
dialogue dump of the very first month.
Do
I
you know the
forgot how
provenance
heavy
of our
it was.
class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Yeah, she is a bookworm, but she is awesome, Alex. I would not diss her. She's part of the Leicester Alliance, and she's strong.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
We will not read them, because I doubt my chat would want to hear about that.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the kingdom capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Hi, this is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Yes, the deer protected the lands. I've never seen a deer protect anything except for their own children.
Let me see. Listen. Greetings.
Yes.
A special, it looks like we're eating with Annette and Mercedes.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Not done yet. Hold on. We got one more quest. Return that quest, and I can probably play the actual game instead of the talking simulator.
You have helped me so much.
I will spoil one thing. This huge talking session only happens once per month. So this is not how the game plays every time. It's mostly the combat. So if anyone was worried, oh god, this game's going to take years to finish.
Right.
This part is like the long slog, but it only happens once each of the months and it won't take too long.
Professor.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the fishing minigame is hilarious.
Listen to this.
It's just, can you press circle in small circle? Yes. Continue.
Hey, you.
Of course.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
I forgot to mention, so... where can I see the... It is here. Alright, here we are. So I will say, all the characters that you see an S next to are characters that at the very end of the game you can marry. So Reyes, Cyril, Alois, Hanneman, Seteth, Ignatz, Raphael, Lawrence, Dorothea, Caspar, Lundhart, Ferdinand, Mercedes, Sylvain, Ash, Felix, Dudu, and Dimitri. So, since we are the female, we have to pick who is the best husbando, I guess, this game. Unless everyone goes for Mercedes or one of the other girls from the other houses. So this is probably the only other important thing that y'all can think about throughout my playthrough, or our playthrough. So you'll have to argue with the other chat about that, and that's if we get him in our house. So there's two things you got to worry about.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Seteth, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
I think Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Maybe, Alex, maybe.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Well, no need to worry. If you get hurt, I am more than capable of healing you. You'll not even have a scar.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Alright, chat, do we give him some blood samples or not? This is a minor important detail, but I'll let y'all decide either way. Yes? Alright.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
He's not eating the blood, Alex. Don't worry. He's just a professor who's really dedicated to his craft.
Hey there. Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Say now. Last person.
Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Gmkforever for a spell, but he returned to his post last year.
There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Alright. Since that's everyone, now I can actually... Don't let me fast travel yet. That's lame. Can't fast travel at the very beginning of the game. Lame.
I think.
It's probably because I don't know fly. I can't fly to each part of the empire or the monastery. Hello.
That's so.
I was worried I was locked in.
Listen to this.
Yes.
So,
Alrighty. It's Ferdinand's birthday. We're not going to give him flowers because he's not part of our house, so we're not worried about it. Let's do the mission. So now we're doing the mock battle. Finally, Jesus. Alex, I think you're just hungry. You're asking for food way too much.
Ah, it's finally time for the mock battle. I'm eager to put my skills to use. And you, Professor?
I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. I have high expectations for your command. That said, I've no doubt it will take everything we've got to pull a victory. Our opponents are mighty, that much is certain. But I'm positive we can win.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No worries. We'll just join in now.
Nice try, Claude. But I do not intend to let slip our strategies. Especially when we are up against such strong opponents as you two.
Well now, kind words from His Kingliness. If that's the case, we'd better come up with some clever schemes so as not to disappoint. Right, Princess?
Right. No matter the tactics you devise, we will destroy you. The best you can hope for is to learn a thing or two.
There's nothing wrong with a friendly rivalry, but let's not get carried away. A rash attitude could be your undoing after all.
Perhaps your time would be better spent preparing instead of worrying about the competition's mindset.
Hey now, if you two were getting this fired up before the battle even starts, it'll make it that much easier for my class to sweep up a win. So please, carry on.
A good point, Claude. I apologize, that wasn't my intention. At any rate, let's vow to make this a productive battle, shall we?
I don't intend to lose.
Oh? In that case, I won't hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
No, that matter. So I have to do Ash, Mercedes, and Nature. Alright. So there's this work. Time to fight. This is what the game is mostly about.
It is about time for the battle to begin. Our victory depends on your leadership. Do not let us down.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Stay focused.
Okay. So gotta wait for you. There's a 51% chance to hit.
Here we go.
I'll cut through.
She uses magic. We'll have you here.
What should I do?
I'll give it my all.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Dorothea, will you head toward the front lines? I wish to draw the enemy toward us.
You got it, 80. Leave it to me.
Ferdinand, Hubert, if the enemy comes, stop them.
Leave it to us. Although I could do this on my own.
Clearly not, or Her Highness would not ask me to watch your back.
Hitting for 12 is early. Well, they did pick hard, so. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and do that.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
You fought well.
Alright, big boy. You're gonna take a lot of damage. I don't like that. Damn, he's got to live with 1 HP. I don't like that. Okay, that works.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
Is that all? I must keep aiming high.
Get a little chip damage in.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I've lost.
That is that. Another step forward.
We're gonna head to Claude's side first. She has healing magic. Yeah, this is a pretty easy battle.
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
But making a harder difficulty. I can see where it comes from.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
Can't. Oh, can he? That's it. Damn, okay. Yeah, they hit really hard and hard. Good lord.
Proceed with caution. My thanks.
Gotta do this.
Too slow.
Nice. That's done.
Be mindful.
What should I do?
Okay, big guy crush.
A threat eliminated.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem, but I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me. You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
It's a little more chicken. He healed.
Stay focused.
Alright, one side down.
Ugh, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
Well done.
Grab that big guy way right here. Have her heal.
Thank you.
Okay, comes on.
Go!
Yeah, that's fine. They take a lot of damage, but that's what the big guy's there for, is to take damage. Be an absolute Chad. We outspeed him, so it's gonna...
My.
As expected. Hey, you... Thank you.
Because this... Yeah, it's gonna start heading towards. So we need you back.
Flawless tactics, Professor. Our only choice in this situation is a head-on attack.
The mage is gonna be the biggest problem.
Proceed with caution. My thanks.
Oh, he did deal that much damage. That's good. Yeah, let's do that.
You fought well.
Alright, big boy.
What should I do?
Yeah, you don't do much.
I will break.
Oh, big boy crit.
I am the son of house.
Sufficient. The better to serve His Highness.
You make me feel safe.
Big boy didn't want to have any of that. That's good. Now the problem is how hard is she gonna... Oh, she's gotta kill him. But that's fine because since this is a practice round, he's not gone forever.
I could not fulfill my duty.
There can be no victory unless I defeat you. So be it.
We must all do our part.
Oh, I know, Alex. Big boy strats always work.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Let's see. we'll have him finish it up.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
You never had a chance.
And that was easy.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Blue Lion House.
This victory is the result of everyone's hard work. Thank you, my friends. You did well.
Yeah, Bilo's MVP. All right, what time is it? 12:30.
Professor, I've been looking for you. I was hoping we could all share a meal together. It could serve as both a victory celebration and a post-battle analysis. What do you think?
Victory celebration.
Of course. After all, we fought hard out there. Such exertion is bound to make anyone hungry for respite. Don't you agree?
Come now, Professor. We can't very well celebrate without the key to our victory present.
He's right. He really is. We were only able to win because we had your help, Professor.
Yes. Compared with that boar who knows nothing save frontal attacks, your tactics were nearly decent.
Felix, you really ought to stop picking fights with His Highness.
Don't worry, Ingrid. I encourage all to speak freely. And I must agree that the Professor's tactics were truly extraordinary. I have much to learn.
Oh, sure. But today was exhausting. I'm so hungry I can barely stand.
To be honest, so am I. Let's head to the dining hall. Together.
Professor, I'm sorry to intrude, but you don't look too happy for someone who just won.
Is that so?
Well, I understand how hard it can be to accept joy sometimes. I'm sorry for prying. I know we only just met, so this may be difficult for you, but I'd love nothing more than to share our happiness with you. Joy can be so fleeting, after all. We're all in this together, so I hope you will consent. I'm sure the rest of the class feels the very same. Well, come along, Professor. Let's enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Geralt trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Mission?
Those affiliated with Gmkforever Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say? Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
That face,
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought good to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Right.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Oh yeah. That person's rude. Sorry for this being a slow stream, but this is the exposition tutorial dump at the very beginning. It kind of picks up
Part 1.
after.
White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't want people to shy away from this game just because, like, oh wow, the beginning is all this talking and stuff. Because that's kind of what happened to me whenever I was playing the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. At the very beginning, it was just constant talking. There was like no gameplay, so I was worried that it might be the same thing for this. You have new places to explore in the monastery.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
This will be our first true battle. I'm looking forward to fighting alongside you, Professor. During the mock battle, your commands were thoughtful and thorough, as was your strategy. With you on our side, I'm confident we will prevail. It seems we have some time to spare before our departure. Let's use this opportunity to prepare as best we can.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here. But don't let your guard down. Ever.
Annette's birthday, we will give her flowers.
Thank you.
Please take a look at certifications. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Well, I think that'd be a good place to stop. We're at the point where it's like, oh yeah, now everyone is accustomed to what's going to be happening. Everything is in a row. I think this was a good starting stream, my first stream video ever. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope y'all are ready for this to be a regular Sunday thing. I'll probably try to be streaming from 10 to either 1 o'clock in the morning every time, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this game as much as I love it. I hope to spread that love. Everyone have a good night. Goodbye.